Good morning, comic fans. You're at the Comic Push at the Comics Club, Tampa and Brandon's favorite comic and gaming store. I hope everyone's well today. How you doing there, BX Dad of 3? Good to see you this morning. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. It's the first episode of the show of the year, of the brand new year. So it's the first new comic book day, Wednesday of the year with, we got 51 more after this, right? At least. So we've got our prize drawing today, which will be fun. We have a few trade paperbacks to give away. Our weekly new comic book stack is a poultry. And I say a poultry, 6.5 inches. And Marvel got destroyed, and DC got destroyed by Independents this week because there was had to been 3 times as many Independents out this week than there was for Marvel. And DC wasn't much better. But before we get to those, if you are local here at the Comics Club, and perhaps if you're not, your local comic shop somewhere will have them. We have the 2022 Marvel calendars to give away to everybody. And so if you are local here, be sure to pick that up. Today is Wednesday, and while it's New Comic Book Day, probably have a shipment of games that will be getting dropped off here. So at some point during the show, I will probably get interrupted by UPS. So that's okay, because we need those shipments in, right? So we'll be happy to get it in, and hopefully it won't be too disrupting. Hopefully it won't happen during the prize drawing. I'll push the prize drawing off a little bit later in the show. How you doing, Tugon? Good to see you. Good to see you today. We have a prize drawing today, and it's the first episode of the show for the year, and so many more to come. We have a couple of trade paperbacks that came in today. If you're a League of Extraordinary Gentlemen fan, The Tempest out in trade paperback. I think this is a new printing, because I do believe this has been out before. Correct me if I'm wrong. And also from DC, which, The Tempest, this League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, this was with DC a long time ago, the original ones. And now it looks like Top Shelf Productions is doing it. I don't know who Top Shelf is associated with, or they're just their own company. Naomi, trade paperback. This is season 1 of Naomi. DC's one of DC's newest heroes on the scene. So, like I was saying, the stack is only 6.5, pushing maybe getting closer to 7 inches this week. Very light stack this week. Not that impressive. And of course, the Comics Club, like most comic shops, we don't get every single comic book that comes out every week. It's just impossible. There's too many. And it's just not every community can support every comic book line. So we pick and choose. We pick the ones we want. And I always encourage everybody to be sure and tell us up front what you want so that we know to order it. And not just wait until Key Collector said, oh, you should buy this because it's hot. By then, it probably will be too late. As a couple people have learned today, or will learn by the time we open. How you doing there, C. Breton Law? I think I got it right this time, Chris. Hopefully. Good to see you this morning. Hope all is well. We have a few variant covers to look at today, and some pretty cool ones, as a matter of fact. But I was going to start with the Independents. They seem to have gotten out of order on me. So let's get through here to let's start with some of these Independents. There we go. Noctera Black Top Bill special out this week. This is a 1 in 10 black and white variant. Evil Ernie number 2, a black and white variant of that one. I should say black, white, and green. Right, Chris. Good to see you this morning. This is a Red Sonja number 5, a 1 in 20 Dorso Virgin variant. Red Sonja number 5. This is a 1 in 15 variant cover. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. This is issue number 33. This is unlockable. Some of these recently have been unlockables if you order one, or if you order more, or sometimes it's limited to one per store, unlockables. That's a Virgin cover there. Jennifer, Blood Number 4. This is a 1 in 10 Parejo. A Parejo. Detective Comics number 1047. It's a 1 in 25. George Fornes, I believe, is the artist. George Fornes. Dark Knights of Steel, number 3 at 1 in 25. This is Yasmin Putri, I believe it's pronounced. I'm so bad with these names. If you haven't been reading this, it's pretty cool. The whole DC universe unfolding in medieval times. Pretty interesting. Batman number 119. This is a 1 in 25 variant. And let's see here. Batman number 119 also had a 1 in 50 foil variant. Look at that. Very shiny foil variant. Batman. That's going to be the big one today for somebody. But, well, actually, this will be the big one today for somebody. This is the Thor number 20, 1 in 25 Bianchi. And this one's going for the slightly higher bucks than the others today. First come, first serve when we open at the Comics Club at noon. Darkhold Omega 1 in 10 design variant. And X-Men number 6, a 1 in 25 Laraz. Laraz? That's how you pronounce it. Variant. And those are the variant covers we have hitting the store today. I was saying again, it's a short stack, but we do have the prize drawing later on, so maybe that'll make us feel better. How you doing? Oh, shiny covers. We love shiny covers, don't we? We love the gimmicky stuff. It's fun. So let's start with Marvel. We got Inferno number 4 hitting the stands, and we have multiple covers. But even Inferno's multiple covers didn't make up for the just basic, not a whole lot of comics hitting the stands this week. There's Inferno. I'd say a lot of covers. I like that one. I don't know what that post is about, but we probably don't need it. Inferno. Darkhold Omega hitting the stands. I don't know about you, but I'll save my favorite for last. Which cover I think is best. Darkhold Omega hitting the stands today. Guys, if you don't have a subscription service and you're regular here, definitely consider doing a subscription service so you don't miss comics, because we don't have psychic abilities as much as we'd like to know how many we should order stuff. We base it on historical sales and wild guesses, mostly wild guesses. So we can better serve you if you have a subscription service. Also, you get a discount that way. Captain Marvel, number 35, showing Binary, new character. And Elektra. This is Elektra, Black, White, and Blood, number 1. And we have a few different covers to show you there. Black, White, and Blood. Like I say, we don't get every comic and we don't get every cover to every comic. We try to get all the standard ones, though. It's been Deadpool, the year of Deadpool on covers. Deadpool's hit more covers with the anniversary and everything, and 30th anniversary. And Rob Liefeld, who created that character, him and a couple other people, has done a ton of covers for these this past year. So he's been prolific doing his art this past year. Shang-Chi. Did I pronounce that right? Shang-Chi. Issue number 7, a couple different covers. See, if you're a Warhammer 40K fan, Sisters of Battle, Warhammer 40K, issue number 5. Got a couple different covers for you. I know Jim will be happy today. I think that's been one of his favorites. Black Widow. Another Liefeld cover. Look at that. Him and Momoko have been doing more covers than anybody else this year, I think, or this past year. That's Black Widow number 13. Didn't we just see that? I think we have a couple copies of that accidentally on the stack. We saw that already. And speaking of Momoko, so between Liefeld and Momoko, I think these two artists have done more cover art this year than just about anybody else. All right, what do we got here? Thor number 20. I showed you the variant on that. That's going to be the one a lot of people are going to be seeking out, that Thor variant. Don't miss your chance. First come, first serve here at the Comics Club. We've only got one of them, guys. We've only got one. Star Wars Dr. Aphra, sporting 3 different covers this week, this issue. That's the Lucasfilm 50th anniversary cover. Collect them all. Got to collect them all. And the record cover. So Justice League pushing a lot of DC covers are pushing the Peacemaker because it's going to be on HBO Max, the series Peacemaker. If you're not familiar with that character, we'll pick up a copy. Have a look. He's part of the Suicide Squad team these days, I believe. I was telling you earlier about, here's Justice League Incarnate. Great cover of Dark Side there. That looks good. Looks like we got tales from other universes there. The Dark Knights of Steel. Couple different covers. Our favorite. Clark and a knight in shining armor. I read the first issue. I like the first couple issues, actually. I like the way it opened up, the retelling of Superman coming to Earth as a baby in the rocket. But there's a little twist to it. It's kind of fun. All right. Arkham City. The Order of the World, Arkham City. And that's what issue is this? This is issue number 4. It's a 6-part series. And if you haven't noticed, there's a ton of miniseries out. Sometimes that's great, and sometimes that's not. And miniseries are real hard to order. You just don't know how many you're supposed to order of a miniseries. It's kind of tough. So definitely, if you're interested in stuff, look at the previews when they come out. The Marvel ones are always free, and the DC ones are free. The preview one isn't that expensive. You know all the upcoming independent comic books and all the Marvel and DC stuff coming up. And you won't miss an issue if you pre-order them from us. And that's the important part, because we can't have stacks of them. We'd like to be able to have stacks and stacks and stacks, and 20 going into the back issue boxes, but that's just not affordable and can't do it. So that was World of Krypton number 2, if you're wondering. The story of Superman's home world. You guys see Liefeld feet. Here's a Liefeld foot right there. That's basically a Liefeld foot. He's a better artist than I could ever hope to be. So I just tease. He's a really great artist and an all-around great guy. Superman, son of Kal-El. Made a lot of controversy this past couple issues with Jonathan's coming out as bisexual. Had a lot of people up in arms. It's fiction, people. Read it or don't. It's just for fun. Detective Comics, issue number 1047. Something happens in here. I don't know if we get a new character, first appearance, first full appearance, something like that. The couple of issues have new characters. And I was telling you about Peacemaker. This is Joker Puzzle Box, obviously not Peacemaker, but he does make an appearance on this cover. Peacemaker. The all-American homicidal maniac. All right. What do we got here? Batman number 119. And we'll be finally through the DC stuff. And even though DC had a pretty decent-sized stack this week, they couldn't touch the Independents. And we're about to get into them right now. So, this stack of Independents dwarfed, and the two combined just barely was the larger stack. The two Marvel and DC stacks combined are barely as tall as the indie stack this week because there's a ton of indie titles. There's been a surge in indies this past couple of years that has been amazing. Spawn, by the way. Spawn number 325. The longest running American independent comic book. There are some in Europe that have gone longer than that. But back in the 80s, I don't know how many of you can reach back that far in comic book history to the 1980s, but back in the late 80s, there was this huge surge in independent comic books and interest in independent companies. And it lasted for several years. And then it all kind of came crashing down right in the earliest part of the 90s. Hyper thick. And we saw a lot of those comics disappear off the stands. Some of them are being rediscovered today. A Thing Called Truth, number 3. And I believe this is a wraparound cover. No, it's just matching cover. to both sides of the car, I guess, as they're driving in it. A Thing Called Truth. That one was a Virgin cover. I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right. Nita Hawes Nightmare Blog, issue number 3 from Image Comics. I'm liking that cover. Pretty cool. It's kind of like this Saturday Evening Post kind of deal with that circle and the lines back there. Very much nod to that. Basilisk number 6. Yep, Spawn just still only $2.99. Holding the line for years and years and years. Decades at this point. At just $2.99. That's pretty remarkable. Death by Life. I'm not familiar with this comic, but wow. What a interesting bit of art on the back. What the heck is going on there? Frontiersman number 4. And that is a wraparound cover. I'm loving the interior art too. It's great stuff. So Buffy number 33. I love this little quote on the back. That boy is scammed me out of craps on God. It was at my home. Well, little man, I don't know exactly what that means. Deja Thorne versus John Carter of Mars. A couple different covers there. Evil Ernie, issue 2. We got the nod to the Nirvana cover there. Hellcop, a couple different covers for you. Star Trek Mirror War. Jennifer Blood, issue number 4, and several different covers here. Linsner, gotta love Mr. Linsner. Great stuff. Magic Order, number 3. This is the second series for this. Like Valar. Right? Valar World. Magic the Gathering, Magic, number 10. Harriet Finnegan, it was Marjorie Finnegan, Temporal Criminal. Like Harriet has taken over. Monkey Meat number 1. Don't know. I don't have any idea what that is. Looks kind of bizarre. So the revival of I was telling you about, there was a whole bunch of independent comics that cropped up with different titles, different companies. This is a character from way back, and the character's name is Pantha. This is issue number 1. A new series of Pantha. And you probably find this, dig back in the back issue bins, you'll find Pantha in there still in a lot of comic shops. I don't know if I have any left, but maybe it's possible. I apparently have some people jumping into the chat. Thank you for joining us. I don't know what your little posts mean, but when they don't make any sense, perhaps you can find another place to hang out. Ordinary Gods, number 6. And I believe this is a wraparound cover, right? Yeah. Not All Robots, number 5. Red Sonja, a Linsner cover. Red Sonja, number 5. Mirka Andolfo, who also does Sweet Paprika. Currently going on. Two Moons from Image Comics. That mysterious floating gun image in the back cover. Optimus Prime, Transformers, Optimus Prime, the best of from IDW. And last but not least, The Walking Dead. Hey, Rob's Arcade. The Walking Dead Deluxe, which of course gives us The Walking Dead in color. And that is issue number 30, the original issue number 30 cover. Looks something like that. So there you have it. That's the offerings we have here at the Comics Club this week, hitting the stands for you. And again, I don't know if it's going to happen or not while I'm trying to do the prize drawings here. But we have some prizes to give away. Because it's the first one of the year and I had a couple of extra books, we're going to do 2, and each one's going to have 2 trade paperbacks in it. The first one being the Justice League Rules of Engagement trade paperback and Neil Gaiman's Sandman. So those would be the first 2. This is Sandman World's End, Volume 8. So let's share the screen with our wheel of winners. Our wheel of winners here. Okay, let's see here. There we go. Now we can see everybody. Everybody see that all right? Of course. Oh. Looks like part of the staff is showing up. Hey, Doll. So here we go. Let me shuffle this a couple of times, and good luck. Who's going to be? Who's going to win these two great comics, trade paperbacks? Oh, it's going to be close. It's going to be close. It's going to be close. Oh, Mesoamorphous, who just barely made out ahead of the other one. And wow, that was close. That was awesome. That was amazing. So there you go. Mesoamorphous, I'll have these in your box here at the Comics Club. Congratulations on your win. The first of the year, maybe many more to come. And if you want to win, just like Meso did, Mesoamorphous, you just need to leave a comment after the show down below, and you can leave one in every one of our Good Morning Comic Book fans. And when you do that, you get a chance to win in our monthly drawing. So let's do the second one here. All right, the second one we got is going to be Dead Man Walking, Dead Man trade paperback, and Ultimate X-Men Volume 8, introducing the New Mutants from the Ultimate World. So let's see here. That make it bigger. No, that's just me disappearing. Okay, let's shuffle it up, and good luck. Don't forget, kids, leave a comment down below. Give us a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you know when we come on the air. It's going to be so close there. Greg D, congratulations. Congratulations to Greg D. Greg, I'm not familiar with you. If you're not local here, I need you to send me your information of where I should ship these off to. So send an email to me. You can send it to mail at comicsclub.com. And congratulations. And so send me your information, and we'll get those shipped off to you. Greg G, if you're local here, definitely let me know that you're local and come by and pick them up. All right, congratulations to you, sir. And so there you go, guys. That's our show for today. That's all the stuff that's hitting the stands here at the Comics Club. And hopefully next week it'll be a bigger stack. Don't forget to leave that comment down below so you get entered in the monthly drawing. And do give us a thumbs up and tell your friends about us. And thank you for joining us once again on the first show of the year. And we will be having other episodes of other things coming up. But right now we're doing the weekly show every week, 11 a.m. here at the Comics Club. We are live. So we'll see you next time. Thank you so much. And remember, read. It brings out the hero in you.